last 2 days. Suspend the joint session, send it back to the states.
We are back with Luke, Tamar, and Neal. Neal, I have to come to you on what I reported at the top of the show. It gives me pause to even repeat over and over that John Eastman still believes there was fraud. John Eastman is as Whoopi Goldberg would say, a grown-ass man who can read the verdict of 60 courts that said, no, there wasn't, that the evidence doesn't exist, that simply repeating over and over again that you believe a lie to be a truth isn't a criminal defense, is it?
No. So, what he said to our colleague Ali Vitale today is that there was no question that the election was stolen. The only thing I can think is maybe, Nicole, he's auditioning for an insanity defense or something like that, because it is just so preposterous. And this is a guy, I clerked with him. He was clerking at the Supreme Court when I was. We all thought he was kooky, but nobody thought he'd be someone who would go to jail. He's really lost his way. And in another statement he said today, he said that the indictment, quote, targets attorneys for their zealous advocacy on behalf of their clients, something attorneys are ethically bound to provide, and he was attempting to do so here by formally challenging the results of the election through lawful and appropriate means. That's a quote from him. Now, there's so many problems with that. The idea that what he was doing was zealous advocacy is an insult to all lawyers. This guy was plotting a coup. And yes, he covered it up with language like Electoral Count Act and stuff like that. But we shouldn't mistake what he was doing. He was saying he could throw out the popular votes and replace it with state legislatures picking their own delegates to the Electoral College. And then the idea that he says he was formally challenging this, no. He tried to formally challenge it 62 different times and lost in court. What he did on January 6th with his colleagues was not lawful and appropriate means. It was violence and a coup. And that's why every day and every week what he did was illegal. He wasn't acting as a lawyer. He was acting as a coup plotter.